right, kindergartners, today I'm going to teach you how to make this really cute turkey. And if we were in the classroom, we would hang these out in the hall. And I would always tell my kindergartners, we've done these for a long time, that this is something that I think you should take home and have your parents frame because it turns out so cute. I wish I could, maybe if I lift it up a little, you could see how cute it is. It's way big. So inside your packet that you picked up last week, there is a big white sheet of paper, okay? So here's the big white sheet of paper that I have inside your packet, and I'm going to show you how to do it on this big sheet of paper, and I'm going to set this aside. I'll give you one last quick look at it, and then I'm going to put it away. But I thought because you were home, you could either use this big piece of paper. You could actually, if you wanted to, use half of this sheet of paper. And I also thought it might be kind of fun if I have a canvas board, I guess you would call it. So I have this canvas board, and I think I'm going to make my turkey on this canvas, and then I can hang it in my house and keep it forever. So I just wanted to give you some thoughts. If you're not sure what you want to use, go ahead, pause the video, and come back to it. Today, we are just going to be doing the drawing of our turkey, and then tomorrow we'll do the painting. So to give you some forewarning, this is the kind of paint that I'm going to use. I'm going to just use regular old craft paint. This one's super old. My, oh my, that's super old. But it still works. I'm going to use it, and I have some others over there. I just could only fit 2 in my hand. So tomorrow I'll show you that. And then after I'm done using the craft paint, I'm still going to use some watercolors on mine. Now, if you wanted to, you can paint the whole thing with watercolors, and I'll teach you how to do that tomorrow. The other thing I want to show you is you could also, I forgot about this when we had it open. Do you see these designs that I made? Those designs, I actually used markers and then I used watercolors. So that's a cool way to do it too. I don't know which way you do it whichever way you would want. And I know that no matter what you pick, it's going to be awesome. Okay, the first thing I need you to get now is your pencil. So go ahead and grab a pencil. If you already have the paper that you're going to use, it could either be a little board like this, or it can be the big white sheet of paper. Now, I am going to tell you that I'm going to do the board for most of it, and then I will show you on the big piece of paper. So the first thing I'm going to have you do is this big piece of paper, you're going to make this turkey's body. And do you see how we have this line here? This line is the halfway mark of our turkey, okay, or paper, I mean. And this turkey that I made goes above the line. So I want you to remember that. When you draw your turkey right now, you're going to make sure that you make this half circle or half oval above the line. So go ahead and make that half oval above that line there. And then you're going to make your turkey's body. Now, when we make our turkey's body, he gets a little chubby. So we're going to come out here. We're going to curve him around and come up. Now, if you were in the classroom, I would go around the room and I would make sure that your turkey body looks pretty good. So that means, let's say that you accidentally made your turkey body this little. I would say, let's erase that and let's make it a little bit bigger. Okay? So have your parent or your helper feel free to fix this if you need to. Now, that's how big you would make your body if you're using your big white sheet of paper. I'm going to put this white sheet of paper to the side though, and I'm going to do the rest of it on my littler board. So now if you did get a littler board, I want you to look and check out this board. I'm still going to find where I think about halfway up the board is. So I'm going to go like that because I can see that I have about half on top and half on the bottom. And then I'm going to come in here. We always draw with a pencil first. It's kind of like a little cheat so that no one knows that if we make a mistake, we can always fix it. So I'm going to go around like that. My head can't be too big, but it has to be big enough that I can fit some eyes and a beak and a waddle in there. All right, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make that chubby body again. So I'm going to go down this side. Do you even see your teacher has to really concentrate when she's doing that. This is exactly what I was going to show you. I don't need my helper, but I can see I needed to make that just a little bit chubbier there to make it look good. So I'm going to go ahead and go out a little bit. Now, I don't really want that pencil there because I don't want to get confused later. So I'm going to take my eraser and I'm just going to lightly erase that little tiny mark I made. Isn't that smart of us to use a pencil? When I get done, no one will ever know that I did that. All right, kindergartners, I think I have a pretty good base for my turkey. The next thing I'm going to do is I make my feathers around the turkey. Now, his feathers aren't going to be down here because this is where his feet are going to be. If you want, you can go ahead and draw 2 little legs. We're going to go over those later anyway. And you can make 3 little toes at the bottom of each little leg. Okay, so just ignore that from now on. All right, now we're going to take our pencil and we're going to draw feathers around our turkey. Okay, so I'm just going to go, it almost looks like petals on a flower, but it's not, it's feathers on a turkey. So I'm going to start over on this end and I'm going to go up and out. I'm going to take a little break and I'm going to make another one. I thought that one was pretty good. So I'm going to make another one. That one's looking pretty good too. So I'm going to go ahead and make another one. And you see I made them a little bit taller so I can fill up here. I'm going to make another one. And I'm going to make another one. It doesn't matter. Mrs. Ernest is doing her best. And I'm trying to make them about the same size, but a little bit more up here. And no matter what you do, kindergartners, I promise it will look really, really cool. I have never, ever seen a kindergartner make a turkey that I didn't like yet. And I've taught for a long time and I've made a lot of turkeys. Okay, so your turkey should look something like mine. Does it look something like mine? I think it should. Okay, this is where we have to kind of pause for a second, because if you're going to do the paint like I'm going to do, you're going to do it a different way. And if you're going to do the watercolors, you're going to do it a different way. If you're going to do markers, you're going to do it a different way. So really for today's lesson, all I really wanted you to do was get this base of the turkey drawn. And then after we have the base of the turkey drawn, there's one thing that we're going to do. And Mrs. Ernest just realized that she did not bring one over with her, and it's too far on my table to reach. So what I want you to do is I want you to get a crayon, and you're going to trace over with a black crayon the feathers. As a matter of fact, I think I'll even pause this, and I'll be right back in a second with a black crayon. I think I guess this will be cool if I can do it. Never mind, it doesn't let me pause. So we're just going to stop here and we'll keep going.